We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Homer Bailey will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Homer Bailey. 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This guy, when he's on, you'll know he needs the curveball. That's his best secondary pitch. At times, his fastball can be overpowering, 94 to 96 miles an hour. If he brings the curveball and he brings the changeup, he can be as good as anybody in the league.
Here's Cameron Maben now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Here's Jordy Mercer now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. A bouncer to the left side. Donaldson's up with it. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Pitch on the way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Tigers leave 1. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ivan Nova gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today. Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground at first. Cabrera's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second, not shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in, Jorge Polanco. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty, one man out. On the ground to third. Reined in. And there are two away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch on its way. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that one is gone. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. 4th home run here in the early going as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Batting fourth,
Here's Miguel
the
Sano.
first baseman, Miguel.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Head-to-head against Nova. He's just 2 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
The 0-2 home.
I got to count 1 and 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting fifth,
Now batting, Eddie Rosario. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Sano, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready with the 2-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Lifted in the air to center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart will match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
Number 14.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The count now at 2-1. The pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Into the box, Jacoby Jones. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Now that's popped up. Sano in foul ground. 1 out.
Batting it, the third baseman.
So stepping in, Dawa Lugo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yep, that ball went out.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
First and second now, 1 man out. Pitch popped up. Sano has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Digging in now, Nico Goodrum. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ball and a strike. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Tigers strand a pair. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Mitch Garver, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Ball, that's out.
That misses. 2-0. Two and one.
I got 2-1 to count.
Here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Three-two pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Now in the box, Luis Arias. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And here's Donaldson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. Runners on first with one down. Too high, ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And the payoff pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, and it's fouled away. One and one.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. One-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Way outside. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
There comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and that will be all for Ivan Nova. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cameron Maybin. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The batter, number 9.
Now at the plate, Jordy Mercer, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera, and now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in, C.J. Cron. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. From the stretch, and he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They still find themselves down 6-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Striding into the box, Luis Arias. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Very high. 2-1. Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. All set for the start of the inning, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Romine. A base hit in his first trip. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Long throw to third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here, 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect.
One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. He'll score easily, and the deficit is cut to 4 now.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Nico Goodrum, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Swung on, missed, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting. The right fielder.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball just inside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Fouled away. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Leading up.
First delivery to him on the way. Max Kepler is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter, number 11.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
And he takes ball 1. One and one.
1-1.
From the belt, the pitch. 2-1. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Miguel Sano. It was a walk in his last trip. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Two runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. 4th home run here in the early going, as it's now a 6-run ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
The windup and the 0-1.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 1st inning of play. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey.
1 out, nobody on. Ripped down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Here's C.J. Cron now, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the... Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive to center field. Jones is there, and he has it for the first out. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. Fouled off. 0-1 pitch on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. In now, Jake Cave. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Now the pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 and 2 to the Tigers catcher. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And that's the 2nd out. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The next 0-2. Misses, that's ball 1. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order. Bottom of the inning now. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler.
The right fielder.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Nelson Cruz will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Jones is there. 2 gone. Ready to take his hacks again, Miguel Sano, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. To third, fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2.
The third baseman.
Standing in, Dawa Lugo. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Cody Stashak is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Swing and a line drive, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Nico Goodrum. It was a walk in his last trip, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1 out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one, but in this situation he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Rony Garcia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Eddie Rosario. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Fouled away. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2. 2.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Hard hit toward the hole, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
To the plate now, Luis Arias. Left side, but well foul. Garcia, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. 0-1 pitch on its way. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The third baseman, number 24.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Skied into straightaway right. Chasing after it is Maben. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jordy Mercer goes quietly to lead off the 8th. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
Cave will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jake Cave. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Right fielder.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Good stop. Jorge. Polanco.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Kepler rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they push their lead to 8 now.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
2-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. David McKay enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Miguel Sano will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 1-1. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
In now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And this is lined softly to the left side. Foul. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Arias is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certain...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We've played 8 full. Next up for Detroit, Kristen Stewart, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
Now the 1-0. Line to the right side. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Standing in now, Austin Romine, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. No one out with a runner at second. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
One out and a runner on third. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So coming to the plate, Dawa Lugo, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Skied into straightaway right. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Twins posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Homer Bailey with his 4th win this season. Ivan Nova struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the AL Central, the Twins put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the visiting Tigers 11-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The White Sox put together 10 total hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 5-4. The Royals combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-3. The Cleveland Indians took down the Red Sox on the road 3-1. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 9-2. The Blue Jays combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-1. The Oakland Athletics knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-4. The Astros totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-6. Wilmer Flores had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the Giants took down the Braves 6-5. The Cubs got 12 hits in this one as they pulled away from the Nationals 8-2. Lorenzo Cain had 3 hits on the day as the Brewers took care of the Mets 2-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Aaron Nola pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 2-1. The Cards smacked 15 team hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 2-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.